The MotoGP paddock is heating up again. The spotlight is now squarely on Marco Bezzecchi after Marc Márquez's shocking confession was leaked to the public. The statement is said to be more than a casual comment. It's a clear signal that Bezzecchi is now on the world champion's radar. This situation is putting immense pressure on Ducati, especially as the company doesn't want internal tensions to escalate into a serious threat on the track. Is Marquez really ready to beat Bezzecchi and make him his primary target this season? Let's discuss it. The 2026 MotoGP pre-season test at the Chang International Circuit has set the stage for this weekend's opening round. The main focus is naturally on Marquez. Many are wondering why Marquez was not the fastest overall despite his competitive pace in the time attack session. The answer is quite surprising. Marquez admitted to having stomach problems during the test. Buriram's hot and humid weather is known to drain stamina quickly. Even fit riders can feel overwhelmed by the end of the session on this track, let alone riders who are not in optimal physical condition. During the test, I wasn't in the best condition. I had a stomach problem that bothered me, so I couldn't perform at my best. Now, I'm much better. Although he was not 100% fit, Marquez still posted impressive times, especially during hard braking and left-hand turns. However, during the race simulation, his riding style seemed less aggressive than usual. Now that he has reportedly recovered physically, Marquez issued a serious warning. Bezzecchi was very fast in the test. That's a fact, but the race is a different story. This week, I'm going all out. For a rider of Marquez's caliber, the phrase all out is clearly not just rhetoric. It's a declaration of war. Marco Bezzecchi, on the other hand, performed exceptionally during the test. Riding the latest Aprilia RSGP, he showed consistency, a strong riding rhythm, and an advanced feel for the bike. He was not only fast, but also displayed high confidence ahead of the opening round. In a post-test interview, when asked about a potential duel with Marquez, he responded, "We worked very well during the test. The bike felt comfortable, and my rhythm was consistent. If Marc wants to go all out, I'm ready too. Racing is the true proving ground." His statement confirms that Bezzecchi is not intimidated by Marquez's comeback. He embraces the challenge. Some observers say that Bezzecchi is now in the most mature phase of his MotoGP career. He has adapted to the Aprilia naturally, especially in long simulation runs that demonstrated stable performance from start to finish. The situation is truly exciting and tense as the new season approaches. Bezzecchi arrives with great momentum after delivering convincing performances and reaching peak confidence. His speed and consistency signal that he is ready to emerge as a serious challenger from the start of the season. Meanwhile, Marc Márquez arrives with equally high ambitions. He believes that his previous test results did not fully reflect his potential, so he is highly motivated to prove himself. This performance debt could fuel his ambition to perform more aggressively and decisively. The pre-season test in Buriram tests not only the bike speed, but also the mental strength of the riders. On the first day, Marc Márquez crashed twice while trying to find the limits of his Ducati GP26, experiencing the harshness of the asphalt firsthand. This immediately raised questions in the paddock. Was he pushing too hard? Had he not fully adapted to the Ducati yet? Or was he signalling that he was ready to take big risks for maximum results? The answer came emphatically on the second day. Marquez bounced back. He returned to the track and immediately set the fastest time. This showed that his mentality hadn't changed one bit. Santi Hernandez, his former chief mechanic at the Repsol Honda team, made an interesting comment. "Marc has always been like that. Crashes are nothing new. What sets him apart is his mentality. He's never afraid after a fall." Santi emphasised that many riders typically become less aggressive after a crash to avoid additional risk. But not Marquez. Instead, he uses the moment to learn more deeply, analysing data and understanding mistakes before attacking again, with a more precise and intelligent approach. That steely mentality is evident even though he has changed bikes and teams. He is still adapting, but the combination of courage, experience, and solid technical work is forming a very promising package. The MotoGP paddock hasn't officially started the new season. Yet transfer rumours for 2027 are already circulating. There are rumours that Ducati is considering forming a dream team that could shake up the competition by pairing Marc Márquez with the sensational young talent Pedro Acosta. Imagine if this combination actually came to fruition. Márquez brings extensive experience, a champion's mentality tested under pressure, and an almost unmatched fighting instinct on the track. On the other hand, Acosta is known as an aggressive, super-fast and determined young rider who doesn't hesitate to take risks for maximum results. The combination of this golden generation and future star has the potential to create a new dynamic within the team and change the competitive landscape. If this scenario comes to fruition, the 2027 MotoGP season could be one of the most heated and intriguing in modern history. Meanwhile, two-time world champion Francesco Bagnaia admitted that Ducati's new bike needs improvement after finishing only P10 in the final pre-season test. This result certainly doesn't reflect the high standards he has typically demonstrated in recent seasons. Bagnaia explained that the Ducati GP26 has a different character than the previous version, particularly in terms of balance during braking and accelerating out of slow corners. He believes that small details in the electronic setup and weight distribution still need refining to make the bike more consistent in long race simulations. We know the potential is great, but we haven't found the best combination yet. There are still several areas to improve before the first race, he said. Despite this, Bagnaia remains optimistic that his team will find a solution before the opening round. He emphasised that his collaboration with the technical team has been positive and that Ducati has sufficient data to significantly improve performance. The MotoGP organisation officially announced a new race direction structure for the 2026 season. This step was taken to increase transparency and consistency in decision-making during races. The new structure will clarify the roles of race officials, speed up the investigation of incidents, and improve communication between teams and riders. It is hoped that, with this change, decisions regarding penalties, track limits, and contact between riders will be made more quickly and decisively. Many view this move as a response to controversial race decisions in previous seasons. The 2026 season is also predicted to bring stricter monitoring standards. The days leading up to the 2026 Thailand Grand Prix are heating up and becoming increasingly dynamic. From Marco Bezzecchi's impressive lap record and Ducati's adaptation with Bagnaia to Quartararo's doubts about Yamaha and major changes to the race direction system, many factors contribute to the pre-season narrative. The opening round in Buriram is not only the first race but also an early benchmark for each manufacturer's strength. Could this be the beginning of a major rivalry between Marquez and Bezzecchi in the 2026 season? Or will Marquez silence all the doubters in Buriram this weekend? Share your thoughts below.